continuing my coverage of Death Ray Design's 6mm miniature range here, this time with some infantry transport options. Now, I want to be 100% transparent here. When I made those videos on infantry, an employee from Death Ray Designs contacted me and wanted to offer me a discount so I could get some more stuff directly from them. And since I live in Europe, the postage would be quite a bit, so the discount would help offset the price. So I agreed, and I just wanted to mention that, yeah, I did get a pretty sizable discount for these items, 40% to be exact. With that out of the way, here's what I got this time. I got an older model, the Condor Transport VTOL, and a brand new Leatherback A1 multi-weapon wheeled APC. We'll open the packs up and have a closer look at the models. Here we have our Condor VTOL transport. This is what you get in the box. Of course, you get the body of the transport, then you get this wing piece. Again, I think this goes on like this. And then you got two rotors, which are glued on like this, and they're glued on like this. So you have some options how you want to position them. And then, since this is a VTOL, it's got a hole in the bottom, and you get this flight rod as well as a base with an opening for the hole. I'll show you how it looks when I've glued it all together. And here is the assembled unit. As mentioned, you have a little bit of options in how exactly you want to position some of these parts, like the rotors. Maybe you could angle them up a little bit higher, or maybe you want to put the rotors on a different way or something, but I'm fine with this. Of course, I didn't yet glue on the flight stick, transparent rod here, and I do advise that you cut this down into your preferred length, because this, as it is very, very, very long. I think this would not be very fun to move on the battlefield or to transport. So I will be cutting this down into a shorter length. And here is the Leatherback A1 multi-weapon wheeled APC unit. Now, Death Ray Designs also does a tracked variety of APCs with multiple weapons, but I just really like this version more with these huge wheels. I kind of regret not getting the other ones as well, because I did actually get 2 packs of these, because I wanted to have 4 APCs anyway, but I really like this model more than the other one. It also looks good, but I just love the look of these huge wheels on it. Now, as you can see, something seems to be missing here, and it's the multiple weapon part. Death Ray Designs also has basic APCs that you get more of, but they are not multi-part kits. They just have machine guns. Of course, you can, like in BattleTech, you can always just say that your APC has whatever on it, but I do like visibility to some degree. So I wanted to get the multi-weapon kits. Let's have a look at those weapons. As you can see here, you get 2 sprues of guns, and this would be nothing. Has some machine guns, an SRM 2-pack, and an LRM 5-pack. Now these round parts are meant for the tracked variety of APC. You can decide if you want even more machine guns or nothing at all. What I find really nice is that you get 2 sprues. So even if I decide to use, let's say, the SRM 2-packs for both of my APCs, I still have a lot of stuff left over. That's very nice. From Death Ray Designs, they often do have a little bit of extra, like the infantry packs. There's usually a couple of extra dudes you can do whatever with, whatever you like with them. I already have some ideas. I could always add some more guns to a tank or another vehicle, or maybe even like make new variants of mechs by just gluing on some missile packs or something. I think it's very nice. It's a nice addition to my box of random stuff that I'm accumulating slowly. And here is what the APCs look like with all of their different options mounted on them. Starting on the left, we got nothing, the machine gun, the LRM 5-pack, and the SRM 2-pack. At this point, the weapons are not glued on because I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with these models. A more intelligent person would probably go with a different piece of gear for all the APCs so you can actually tell them apart, but I'm not very intelligent. I might just go with the LRM 5-pack because I like the look of it the most. In any case, let's move on to the paint and minis. And here we are sometime later with some finished units. For the APC, I decided to go with the same color scheme as my other ground combat vehicles here, like the Herbold infantry transport tank here. It's a fairly simple process with brown base coat, some washing, dry brushing, and then some off-white stripes on it. Decided to go with like a metal color for the weapons, white for the missiles, yellow for the lights, and this orange yellowish color for the windows there. As for the Condor, I figured maybe this thing would be used in like nighttime missions where it's dropping off commandos or something. So I decided to go with this very dark blue color. And again, the orange yellow cockpit there and some white highlights. I also, of course, did the base for it with a couple of dudes running around. Maybe the Condor has just dropped them off or something and it's lifting off, or I don't know. I think it looks pretty fun. Now, how these things look like next to other units. Here's some infantry. Again by Death Ray Designs. I think based on its size, the APC here resembles like a heavy APC. In lore, the heavy APCs are kind of ridiculous because they're supposed to be able to carry up to like 2 platoons of men, which is like over 50 people, which does sound a little bit crazy, but you know, I think that's mostly like a gameplay sort of thing, so you can carry around your troops. If you play it with like some sort of weaponry, like I have the LRM missiles here, I of course might use it as something else, but if I use it with LRM, it only fits 1 platoon of men, which is still a lot. It's like almost 30 people. Anyway, that's how it is. As for the Condor, I do think this model is a little bit big. Let's compare it to the Crusader here, one of my favorite paint jobs that I've done this far. The Condor is a huge model. I mean, it's also supposed to be able to carry up to like 2 platoons of men, so again, like 50 people, but the model is just a little bit big, especially if you're playing classic BattleTech and you just happen to park your Condor right next to a mech here. The Crusader isn't even the biggest mech around, but as you can see, I'm having a little bit of trouble trying to fit them next to each other. So you might have to get creative with these guys. Maybe the Condor might benefit from being maybe like, I don't know, a third or a fourth smaller. But I do like the fact that it's a fairly imposing model. It looks pretty good, even if it's a sort of a simple model in some way. I think it looks great. Before we wrap up here, let's mention the price. The Condor is $15 for one unit, and the APCs also go for $15, but you get 2 of them in a pack. Now, of course, you could also get the old APC models, which are like $20, around $20, I think, for 4 of them, but they don't have the nice new sculpts with the wheels and stuff. They are a little bit more basic, and they don't have the multi-weapon bit. So if that doesn't bother you, you can always just get the slightly cheaper version of it. But I did really want to get these new models because I really like the look of them. The Condor is an older model. You're pretty much able to get it from anywhere that sells Death Ray Designs products. The APC, again, is very new. It's maybe like a month old or something. So, for example, the German shop, sci-fi trader.net, that does carry a lot of Death Ray Designs products, doesn't have that one yet, perhaps, I don't know. But if you're in Europe and you want some of these guys, you'll have to order directly from Death Ray Designs or maybe one of their partners in America, like Fortress Miniatures. In any case, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.